Selling low ticket items will make it significantly harder for you to build and scale your online store. I want to talk to you guys why this is and the solutions around it. What's up guys, it's your boy Jordan back with another video, and as you just heard, we're going to be talking about price points in this video, the type of products that you should be looking for in terms of value, how to actually increase the value of the products that you launch, and how to go out there and find those higher ticket products, as well as the benefits of launching those higher ticket items as well. I look at a lot of stores these days. I work with my course students one-on-one, and I work with other people who reach out to me one-on-one, and I would say consistently, maybe next to ad creative, this is one of the biggest problems that I see time and time again. So I'm really excited to bring this content to you guys and help out as many of you as I possibly can. If you like the quality of this content, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below. We are like literally 10 subs or so away from 14,000, which is super sick to me. Let's keep pushing until we can hit that 20,000 goal for the end of the year. Also, if you're interested in joining my 0 to 100 program and working with me one-on-one, you can check the link down below and see all the information and what's included inside of that program. We've had a bunch of people joining recently and the response have been extremely well, so it gets me excited to keep producing content for that program as well. Anyways, enough of that. I know you guys are ready for the content, so let's get into it. So when it comes to selling low ticket items, if you watch some of my previous videos like last year, I was really a heavy advocate for this, and I would tell you guys to find those cheap offers to promote, but times have changed. It's the internet marketing space and things are constantly evolving. What was once really good can switch up in a matter of a few months, and this is one of those examples. You can still make great money selling low ticket items, but it's way harder than it used to be, and high ticket is the better solution. And when I say high ticket, I don't mean $500. We'll break down what I'm talking about as we go through these little points here. But the short answer to this question of why you shouldn't sell low ticket is that Facebook ad costs are just becoming more expensive. This isn't like a secret or a surprise. More people are using this platform. There is less real estate for everybody to use, so Facebook CPMs and other costs are going to rise. It hasn't been like a drastic rise to where everybody starts to lose money. It's just a rise in the sense that you have to adapt the things that you're doing so you can make a little bit more money on each sale and still stay profitable. Got me? And the other thing too about it is that there is a benefit to selling low ticket if you're doing other traffic sources than just Facebook ads. But if you're mainly relying on Facebook ads, like I know a lot of you guys are, then this holds very true. But anyways, let's talk about each specific point that I wanted to mention in this video. So the first one is that by this first reason is that it's just much harder to be profitable on the front end. So let's say you're selling an item for $20. It costs you $8 to fulfill it. You're making about a $12 profit margin. For you to be profitable, you have to be consistently getting sales less than $12. And this isn't that difficult, but for you to really be making money, you have to be getting sales around like the $5 to $6 level. And even still, you're only making about $6 off of each order. After fees and after everything goes into it, you probably end up only making about $4 on each sale. So think about when you start to scale this product up and try to push it by dropping more money into the ads, the cost per purchase is going to rise and you actually are going to be losing money during this process. And this is why a lot of times I hear people say, oh, well, I tested this product and it looked really good on the front end when I was first launching it. But as I tried to push it and as I tried to scale, the product actually dropped off because the cost per purchase rose. So that goes into my second point. It's just that scaling is much more difficult. And I'm even going to go into my ads manager. I'm going to show you guys an example of some of the cost per purchases that I'm seeing in some of my campaigns and how I'm still able to stay extremely profitable with these high cost per purchases. But I just explained this. Scaling is going to be more difficult simply because you don't have a high margin and you don't necessarily make that much money off each sale. So as your cost per acquisition goes up, you're not going to be making as much money. Cool. It's pretty straightforward stuff, but you would think everybody knows this, but I'm telling you, I work with so many people nowadays, and that's what I've been making a lot of my videos off of, is just the problems that I've been seeing inside of some of these stores. So the last thing too on why I believe that you shouldn't sell low ticket is that I believe that it can actually lower the quality of your store. in some cases. So I don't think in every case this is always true. And I think on your store you should definitely have some lower ticket items. But think about the psychology behind this. So let's just say that you're going to a store and everything in the store is like less than $5 or it's less than $10. It's a really cheap store. They have, you know, a decent setup. It's kind of cheap looking, the whole entire store. In your brain, you're going to be thinking, okay, this isn't a place that I want to spend a lot of money in. This is something where I may just pick up one little thing or whatever. But if you land on a store, and this can be in real life or online, and the store is really well designed, it has a premium logo, the store flows nicely, it has good load speed, it has high quality products with good images and high written descriptions, and the products are reasonably priced. You see products ranging from like $29 to like $200. You're going to be more in that premium buyer mindset. If you saw a $200 product on this crappy looking store with all cheap products, there is no way in hell that you're going to be putting that much money towards that product just based off of trust factors alone. So by that reason, I definitely think it's important to have a solid mix between lower ticket items and higher ticket items, but the majority of the products on your store should be in that higher price point. So I keep talking about price points, and I didn't include any of this in the other notes down below, so I want to put this. The ideal price point that we're looking for here, it automatically is doing it in black. Let me do this. Ideal price point. We'll say the minimum you want to look for is $24.99, and then I would say the max that we would go is like $250. I think $250 is like the peak. It's not really a peak, but I've never been able to sell a product for more than that on a general store. But instead of the actual price point, you need to focus on your margins, because you can sell something for $250 but only be making $15 off of each sale. So the ideal margin that you should be looking for is over $20. If you can find products with these type of margins, think about how much easier it is for you moving forward when you start launching ads, when you start running campaigns, because for the reasons that I talked about, even if the campaign doesn't even do extremely well, like you get like a $12, $13, $14 cost per purchase, and you have the proper upsell set up in your sequence, you can make a killing. So, you know, this is what we're looking for. And one of my students, they have a product right now they're selling for about like $190 or something. They have like a $70 profit margin. So they came over the other day and I was looking at their ad account, and they're seeing like cost per purchases of like $29, like $40, and they're doing like $3,000 to $5,000 net profit each day, you know? So it's like your goal shouldn't be, okay, I need to have a $5 cost per purchase on every campaign that I launch. It's sort of an unrealistic goal to have. Russell Brunson puts it well. He says like the person who can spend the most to acquire a customer is the person that's like usually best equipped for success. So understand that. And yeah, another note too, and I'll talk about this after I go through these points, but it's really important to optimize your funnel regardless. If you are selling low ticket, we'll actually go into this in a minute. Let me talk about these things first. So when you shouldn't sell, or when you should sell low ticket items, there is some benefits for sure, and this is what I was just going to talk about. Using low there's really loud sirens downstairs. But using low ticket items in your upsell is actually really smart, especially if your customer is buying something high ticket, like, you know, above $40. Then if you offer them something that's like 10, 15 bucks just to supplement their order, they're already in that buying state of mind and they don't feel so painful about doing that little purchase along the way. And you can feel free to include high ticket upsells as well. We do that a lot. Like one of our products we were selling, it was about $70. And we had an upsell in there that was the same product at the end, and people were buying the same thing over and over again. So if they're in that buying state of mind, a lot of times they'll go through and spend whatever money. But low ticket items are good because it's more of it's like an impulse thing. So for the next point, I want to say that using low ticket offers like free plus shipping is also really good, but not for making front end profits. You can, if you do it properly. I've seen it happen time and time again, but a lot of these people are doing this on like a general store, and I don't think it's the best to do on a general store. If you have a niche store, you should definitely run a free plus shipping offer. It's like one of the best ways to kickstart your brand. But yeah, it's solid because people are going to be quick to jump on it. and it will build you something that you can use to sell these high ticket items like I talked about before. And the last situation where I think that it's really good to sell low ticket is if you're using like alternative traffic sources other than Facebook. So if you're working with influencers, you're paying a flat rate to get something posted, then cool, it's solid to use influencers to get a good amount of sales. If you're getting a lot of organic traffic, definitely sell some low ticket items. But if you're mainly, paying for each impression on your store and each link click to your store through a platform like Facebook, it's important to have these higher ticket items. So let me jump into my ads manager real quick and show you guys some examples of how you can still stay profitable on campaigns that might look like they're bad. Okay, so check this out. This campaign here, it's like a $23 nearly average cost per purchase, but we still made over 217K off of it with 85K ad spend. So as you scale, your ROAS is going to decrease, but on this campaign alone, we still netted over like $40,000 profit. I think maybe even a little more, like 45 to 50. So and that's with a $23 cost per purchase. You can go through here and we can see a lot of the same things. This one, off the top of my head, it was probably like 15K to 20K profit, maybe a little less than that. I don't have a perfect memory of all this, but it was pretty decent profit with a high cost per purchase. This one was a little bit lower cost per purchase, and we made a lot of profit on this one. You can see we spent 40K to make 140K. That was an amazing campaign. And then, in some cases, we do have good success. This was actually a low ticket item. We were selling this item for about $19.99. And this product, even though we scaled it with a low cost per purchase, we actually made more profit on these campaigns because of how the sequences were set up and how much we were actually charging for the product. So I'm not going to continue going through these, but you can see I'm averaging high cost per purchases, like above $20. But if you look at my whole ad account here, it's not bad in this case. And this is just one ad account. I work in multiple ad accounts. You can see this is the main one. I work in multiple ad accounts. I work with students' ad accounts. But this one is always good to show people because we do usually see higher cost per purchases with these general store type of businesses. So, hopefully that gives you guys some insight moving forward. And the thing that I wanted to talk about, and I mentioned it a little bit, is just that regardless of item price, you need upsells set up. This is just a no-brainer. It's going to boost your margins every single time. It's going to make it easier to scale, and it's going to even make it easier on the product launches. So make sure you're setting up upsells. I have a whole video on that. I'm not going to go into it now. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. So this is why you shouldn't sell low ticket. Take a screenshot of this, apply this information, and go out there and let me know the results. Send me a DM. Let me know if you find some new winners. I'm always excited to hear that stuff. I get those messages like every day, and that's what motivates me to keep producing this content. So take some action, get to work, and I'll be looking forward to seeing what you guys make out of this. That's all I have for this video. Thanks for watching. I got a little bit off the rails there, but the message still came through. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.